Once there was a cursed GameCube that was said to contain the soul of a young boy who had been brutally murdered while playing it. Legend had it that the boy's spirit was trapped inside the console, and that he used the GameCube to try and communicate with the living world in order to solve his murder. Many people had tried to play the GameCube over the years, but most had been too frightened by the strange whispers and eerie noises that emanated from the machine to continue. But one day, a group of teenagers stumbled upon the haunted console while exploring an abandoned house, and they decided to take it back to their own home to investigate further. At first, everything seemed fine. The teens played the GameCube for hours, enjoying the classic games that had been preloaded onto it. But as the night wore on, the whispers and noises from the machine grew louder and more insistent, until finally, the voice of the young boy trapped inside the console began to speak directly to them. He told them his name was Tommy, and that he had been murdered by his own father while playing the GameCube. He begged the teens to help him find justice and bring his killer to justice. At first, the teens were skeptical, but as Tommy continued to speak to them, they began to believe that he was telling the truth. They decided to investigate the murder themselves, and after some digging, they discovered that Tommy's father had indeed been convicted of killing his son. But as they delved deeper into the case, the teens began to experience strange and terrifying occurrences, including unexplained power outages, ghostly apparitions, and even physical attacks from an unseen force. Finally, after months of investigating, the teens were able to gather enough evidence to prove Tommy's father's guilt beyond a doubt. They presented their findings to the police, and he was arrested and sent to prison for his crime. But even after the killer had been brought to justice, the GameCube continued to whisper and moan, and the teens could never shake the feeling that Tommy's ghost was still trapped inside, haunting them from beyond the grave. They eventually decided to destroy the cursed console, but even now, years later, they still hear the echoes of Tommy's voice in their nightmares, warning them of the dangers that lie hidden in the darkness.